Hello, Amber Adams, Director for Team Shout It Out here. Today we're going to be talking about online parties. So in the Scentsy world, we have three different types of parties. There's an online party, bag or basket style party, and then the home party. Today we're focusing on online parties, specifically Facebook parties. The first thing that you need to know about online parties is that you absolutely have to host coach. Hostess coaching is super important because you're not actually having the products in front of someone's face for them to see or for them to smell. We all know that at $200 you can get the discounted shipping and you can get the host rewards starting to build up at that point, but we always want to shoot for the $500 mark because then they get free shipping, they get at least 3 half-off items, they get at least $75 in free product. So we want that. We want our customer to be able to get that perk whenever they host any type of party. You have to let your host know, hey, I need you to be active in this group. Why? Because your friends and family don't know me. Now, maybe it's a situation where you're hosting for a family member or a friend and you have similar friends and stuff. That's fine. But if this is someone that they're adding anybody, if there's one person that is added to that group that you don't know, they don't know you. They're not going to ask you questions. They're not going to interact with you for the most part. And this is the thing that people who are not trained properly in direct sales have done to us. They have this thing in their mind that, oh, if I say that warmer's cute, then that consultant is going to message me and she's just not going to leave me alone until I buy that. And if it turns out that it's a $50 warmer, I don't have $50 to spend on a warmer. So you have to make that crystal clear to your host. And this is a big part of host coaching. Make sure that they are also posting in there. Now, they don't have to go in there and do all of the posts because that's our jobs. Like, if they have a bottle of counter clean at home, the day you're talking about the clean line, maybe they can post a picture of them cleaning their counters with the counter clean. This is also going to help you learn if this is someone that you need to be putting on your dream team list or no. Because if they are doing bomb and they are getting these orders left and right because they are just like sharing their love for the product and everything, like they're literally doing your job for you, you're going to know, hey, this is somebody I really need to talk about in the earn a kit whenever we close her party. Something else to talk to your host about beforehand is mass invite. They don't want to be like aggravating their friends. They don't want to be that person that gets added to a random group and they're like, oh no, here we go again. I don't even know what this is. So really encourage your people not to do that. I would set the goal for invites sent to no more than 50 people, 50 maximum. Okay, so moving on from host coaching a little bit, let's talk about the benefits of an event versus a group. Personally, I like groups better. Events are very easily missed. You have to be friends with anyone who is invited to the event in order to see anything that they are saying. And events are honestly just easily forgotten about. With a group, you are able to post something and say, hey, make sure your notification settings are on for this group for the next week or however long you're going to run your party. With a group, you can schedule posts. So if you have a day job and you're not able to get on there and post 10 times a day, you can schedule posts ahead of time with Facebook. Facebook will let you schedule a post in a group. And it's amazing. It is amazing. One of my favorite tools that Facebook lets us have in a group. So something I like to do for my parties is personalize the cover. You know, whenever you're setting up your party on your workstation, you can go in there and choose a banner for the party. I ask my hosts sometimes to take a picture of themselves with one of their favorite products, and then I'll make a little graphic and have, you know, so-and-so's Scentsy party. Or if I know that they are really loving something like Star Wars, use one of the Star Wars images from the marketing tab as their banner. You know, just little things like that to make it not look like everyone else's. You want to make their party stand out. There are several different ways that you can do a Facebook party. You can have a Facebook party centered around a game. You can literally host a bingo night on a Facebook party and just do that for your party. You can do the normal, let's just post stuff and we'll talk about it. You can do like a 30-minute live show or live feed, I guess, of different products and talk about them. Whatever you want to do. And that's something that you have to decide whenever you're talking to your host. Like I said with the bingo, you get on there and you play bingo. That's basically all you do. But you can add this, what we're going to talk about before the bingo, so that people can order and build up to the bingo night. If you go on and you do a live video for 30 minutes and that's your party, you can talk about everything from like a Scentsy Go all the way to the body stuff. Just show what you have and how you use it. And then you can interact with people while they're on the live video. For a week-long party, you can come up with any kind of outline that you want to do. And I strongly encourage you to do that. I would definitely sit down and kind of write out what you think would work for you with a week-long Facebook party. Maybe go ahead and get your post in order. I have a welcome post that I put whenever I do any kind of online party. I have a welcome post that I use, and I make sure to include in that how I know the host and how we met each other, how long we've known each other. I talk about any like current incentive trips I've been on. You can do like a roll call. You can post about any kind of specials that day. You can say, well, most of our products are buy 5 get 1 free, because that's going to help you with an upsell. So if you have somebody who wants like 4 bars, you can say, well, if you buy 1 more, you get 1 more for free. Your interaction on post within a Facebook party is really going to affect the outcome of your party as well. If somebody is taking time to read what you're posting and they're actually commenting on it, you want to comment back to them. You want to start some kind of rapport with anybody who is interacting on your party. You could even do something like, oh, hey, guess what? We're going to have a participation award. So that way you're encouraging people to interact with you and participate in the posts and everything. Say, hey, we're going to have an award and it's going to be given out at the very end and it's going to be a surprise, but it's going to be phenomenal. And you can use like your perpetual reward, your half off. You can use that. You can do anything from like a bar to a mini warmer, just depending on what your budget is. And you want to make sure that you are posting interactive posts. You don't just want to be like, oh, hey, look at this room spray. Get yours today. No, you want to be like, oh man, I love the room spray. I love having it whenever we're on the go, because sometimes I have stinky dogs and I just need to freshen up the car. Or, oh, we're going to a hotel and man, it really stinks when we first walk in the door. So while the Scentsy's getting this room smelling good, I'm going to go ahead and spray some room spray in there and make it smell really good. What are some ways that you would use a Scentsy room spray? Don't just be on there like, oh, hey, go here and buy this. Who's going to order? Y'all got to order. You don't want that. You want to make sure, like I said, you want to make sure that you are having conversation with people. We are building relationships. Throughout the whole party, start to finish, you want to make sure that you are sprinkling little information about how to join. If someone says, man, my wish list is like $500, you can say, girl, you can join and earn that and get it for free and half off and then get paid back on it. Just little things like that, things to pique people's interest. You want to make sure maybe to have a game or two. Something as simple as, guess how many scent circles are here? How many scent circles do you have in your office? 15, 20? Snap a picture and say, hey, guess how many scent circles are here? How many testers? Listen, how many testers do you all have? How many testers are in this basket? That can be a game. Like, it's completely full of testers. And that can also help you along the way of spreading the message about joining, because if someone says, what is that? Is that lip gloss? You could say, no, girl, those are the testers you get when you join. If you have no idea what in the world to post that day and you've only made a couple posts, Google interactive posts and find something and post it. Something as small as like, what kind of fry is your favorite fry? That's going to get interaction because people like to talk about their preferences and such. So then day 2, you can talk about like warmers and scents. You can post the warmers in your house, how to change your wax. And if you don't have a ton of warmers in your house, go on Google and Google pictures of warmers that are in our catalog and use them. Don't use just the plain old stock images from the workstation. Now, aside from things that are licensed, like the NFL collection, the MLB collections, Disney, anything that's licensed, you don't want to do that. You have to use those images from the workstation. But any warmers beyond that, definitely go on Google and just find pictures of warmers and post them. Now, you don't want to post 57 pictures of warmers all at once, because it's going to overwhelm somebody and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I've got to look through all those warmers. Pick some of the best-selling warmers. If you know that your host is really into the farmhouse chic kind of thing, post picture of chasing fireflies or the prairie picture or anything in that category. Post things like that. Friends of your host are more commonly than not going to have the same interest as she does. So if you post something like that, then she can say, oh my goodness, did you see this warmer? You have got to have it, Mary. I cannot believe that this is not in your house yet. And so after that day, maybe move on to like the unplugged stuff, like the Scentsy Go, the mini fan diffusers, the premium diffuser, the deluxe diffuser. Maybe actually go live and show them how to put oil in the diffuser. If you have one, if you don't, that's totally fine. You can post about it. Then maybe you can move on to like on the go things like sit circles, car bars, travel tins, car bar clips. Those are low cost things. And if someone is invited to a party, they accept, they want to support the party, and maybe they don't have $30 to spend. So if they see, oh my gosh, I can get 6 car fresheners, the circles, for $15, I can definitely do that. That is definitely in my budget, and I can help my friend out with a $15 purchase. Make sure you're covering all levels of budget here, because that's the wonderful thing about Scentsy. There's something for everybody and everybody's budget. So then maybe after that, you can move on to like the cleaning products, the laundry. Day after that, you can work on like pets, kids, body, and then the day after that, you can close your party out. If you can sit down and make like a rough outline of what you want to post in your Facebook parties, save all of the photos that you want to use in an album on your phone. That way you don't have to scroll through 7,000 pictures. Save them all in an album so that you can just go on there, post them in order, and you have a successful party. If you're not host coaching, your host just doesn't know what is expected of her, and you have to tell her, okay? So I hope this helped you all out a little bit. Next time we will be talking about bag parties. Those are like my favorite, and they are amazing little employees that I can just send out and let it do the work for me. So come back for that. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.